Right, another sales letter breakdown. I don't want to go into detail, I just want to start. The stage of awareness of the reader when he's entering the sales letter is aware of Jim Brooks and knows that he was a really good copywriter. And he's interested, so he began reading. The traffic came from an email that I don't want to show here because I'm doing this. But yeah, whatever. Headline: How to tap into the legendary genius of Jim Brooks and use it to skyrocket your sales results. Again, our reader in this context already is aware of Jim Brooks because of an email that was sent to the people that are reading this before. Legendary, big and only. Jim Brooks, again, because our reader knows who Jim Brooks is, that's big and only, and use it to skyrocket your sales results. So, tapping into the legendary genius of Jim Brooks is the key insight here. It's the mechanism. And the benefit is skyrocket your sales results. So this is a headline that has a shows an insight. The headline, uh, as as you see, the headline has this structure: how to do the unique insight, and it ideally is unique and intriguing, to get benefit. How to unique key insight to get benefits. Your unique key insight should be or could be like your pattern in a route because it's unique, right? And in this example, lit, tapping into the legendary genius of Jim Brooks, again, our reader knows who he is in this context. That's our unique key insight because we've positioned the knowledge of Jim Brooks as someone that is mysterious. No one, or not no one, but very few people know about him. But he was a great copywriter, right? So this is the headline as it is. Let's see the deck copy. Now you can get multi-million dollar promo swipes, big and specific, rare trainings and interviews, that's only rare, headline and teaser copy cheat sheets, that's easy, and much more from one of the world's highest paid and most influential copywriters of all time. Deck copy expands and specify the thing that they stated in the headline. For example, if you here said that how to do use this to get this, then in the deck copy here below the headline expands and specify the unique key insight or mechanism. Now you can get 208 multi-million dollar promo swipes, rare trainings and interviews, headline and teaser copy cheat sheets, and much more. That's the specify and expansion part, and much more from one of the world's highest paid and most influential copywriters of all time. So that what that does is inflate a lot of our mechanism. Like I want to know what's going on, who this guy was. I don't want to keep reading. And that's what the headline accomplishes. I'm bought by this time. I want to know what is this about? So yeah, let's keep reading. The the structure that I built from analyzing this deck copy here is now. That implies now, new, only, fast, today. Now you can, and then you specify your claim. Then there's the lead. Dear friend, have you ever wondered how much higher performing, profit producing copy could you write if you were able to pick the brain of one of the greatest copywriters who ever lived? Not just a copywriter who is good, or even a hallowed A-lister, but someone with a unique ability to produce industry-shaking breakthroughs. The type of copywriter who comes around only once or twice a decade. Right, what is he doing here? Well, what I see is that, first of all, he's asking a question that's related to the thing that grabbed your attention in the headline. So that's like an expansion of the headline. And this is what it does. It asks an intriguing question related to the headline and then bribe you to read. Well, on this page, I'm going to share with you a rare opportunity to do just that. That's the bribe. Have you ever wondered how you could get this benefit by picking the brain of one of the greatest copywriters who ever lived? That's related to the headline. Cool. Um, then after the question, expanding upon the headline, then it teases the question with an open loop. So this question that's related to the headline and it's very relevant to the prospect who's reading this, then he teases that question. Not just a copywriter who is good, that's an open loop. Or even a hallowed A-lister, that's another loop, open loop. But someone with a unique ability to produce industry-shaking breakthroughs. The type of copywriter who comes around only once or twice a decade. He keeps intriguing the question and teasing the question. You see, like the question goes 4 paragraphs or lines. Like this is the question, then the question keeps here, and then the question keeps here, and then the question keeps here. He teases the question a lot. Why? Because it creates a slippery slope. It's like it's just like that. Well, on this page, I'm gonna share with you a rare opportunity to do just that. The reader is already bought and intrigued because he just not only read the first line, he read the second line, the third line, and the fourth line, and then the fifth line. Why? Because we just teased the question a lot, and he was forced to do that. After you bribe the reader, he's already intrigued and he wants to know that. So that's basically what the lead's doing. Uh, uh, uh. And I got some questions for when I'm writing my own leads. And these are them. How can I ask an intriguing question to the reader that expands upon the headline? Then, and yes. How can I ask an intriguing question to the reader that expands upon the headline? And after I ask it, then how do I tease it for like 5 paragraphs, lines to create a slippery slope? Then I bribe the reader. How can I tease the question to create a slippery slope? Then I bribe the reader. Promise to answer that question. So you first ask the question, you create intrigue. After you ask a question and create intrigue, you bribe the reader to promise. You promise to answer that question. That's the bribe to keep reading. You promise to answer that question, to release the tension or show something incredible, etc. And then you guide the attention to show a pattern interrupt. In this case, is, of course, the late, great Jim Rutz. This is our object of interest, our pattern interrupt. And we even show a photo of him. That's the, you should guide the attention to some object that you're gonna keep teasing because this is a lead. After you do all this introduction, you should guide the, or at least that's what I've noticed, is that you should guide the attention to an object of interest. In this case, it's Jim Rutz. And then you expand on the object of interest. And well, this is how a lead like this starts. So wrapping up before I end this video, for people that are solution aware of the thing that you're offering, the headline structure that has worked is this: how to use the unique key insight that you got to get a benefit. And the deck copy, you expand and specify on the thing that you offer. The lead: how can I ask an intriguing question to the reader that expands upon the headline and is relevant to the reader? 2. How can I tease? How can I tease the question that I just asked for 5 paragraphs or lines to create a slippery slope and intrigue? 3. Bribe the reader. Then you promise, after you've done your question, you promise to answer that question later in the copy. That's the bribe to reader. You promise to answer that question, or release attention, or show something incredible. And then 4, you show a pattern interrupt. you say, I'm going to show you something, and you show a pattern interrupt, a thing, an object of interest that is the catalyst, the thing that your copy is gonna base around, and your offer. In this case, again, it's Jim Ruts, but in your case, it could be whatever. What's the catalyst and pattern interrupt that I should guide the attention to, that I'm gonna keep teasing? If you don't know the concepts that I'm telling you, if someone's watching this and he doesn't know what a catalyst is or a pattern interrupt, you should tell me in the comments, and I should maybe release a video or something explaining what these concepts are, or maybe I'll link to another video where it explains the thing. But yeah, whatever. This is a structure that I gathered here from this sales letter. Hope you like it.